So today we're very pleased that in Anchorage Superior Court, the judge found that, as the ACLU has been contending, there's serious questions as to whether or not the ordinance that the municipality passed with regard to the rights of homeless persons who may be camping within the city of Anchorage, that ordinance has some constitutional problems. So what the judge did today is said that the city may not enforce it. He issued what's called a temporary restraining order for up to the next 10 days. Unfortunately, the city was now without a means of addressing the problem of homelessness. We have been working with the municipality, with the assembly, with the municipal attorney's office on trying to craft a solution that both recognizes the needs of Anchorage and its citizens to protect its property, to make sure that the parks are available to all, and to meet the health and social safety needs of the homeless, to balance those needs with the needs of the homeless to have their constitutional rights protected. Since, as we know, unless we protect the rights of everyone, including homeless persons, there's the ability for the state to take away all of our rights. So what has happened is the court has issued the temporary restraining order. We have offered to the city one of two things. One, we're happy to negotiate with them, come back, meet with them, and craft an ordinance that is constitutional. Alternatively, the judge has said if they want to continue fighting this out, they can go step by step and fight over every little detail, or they can do what's called an expedited briefing. They can get to the question of, is the ordinance constitutional or not? If necessary, they can have the Supreme Court of Alaska review that question, and we can try to find a solution. So we're willing to work with the municipality, find a solution that works, protect everyone's rights, and honor the U.S. and Alaska constitutions, which are really there for all of our sakes.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Paul Honeman. I'm on the Anchorage Municipal Assembly, and I'm trying to address the matter now before the court. The ACLU had filed a lawsuit contending some serious constitutional concerns over the ordinance passed on abatement of homeless camps in the municipal parks and municipal public property. The argument tends on a couple of fronts, one being of due process rights of all citizens, which I am firmly in support of and certainly would want to do nothing in the way of passage of laws that would do anything that would even come close to violating someone's due process rights to their property. What we're concerned about here is the public's right to be safe in the community, particularly in the parks where the homeless have been congregating and placing their tents. The concerns that we have center a lot on crime. Of course, the victimizations of these persons who are in the homeless camps, they're also preyed upon oftentimes, so it's not just them committing crimes, although the trespassing is the most often violation of the law that is being committed by the persons in the parks. So the concerns from the public is that the police should be immediately arresting and removing persons who are violating the law. And on that premise, I agree. The answer here, the question that we're trying to seek the appropriate answer is, how much time do the police and the municipality allow for a person to remove their property, what they consider to be valuable, and again, premise that someone's junk is another person's treasure. It's not for me to decide on an individual case-by-case basis. We should allow for the removal, the safe removal, the appropriate removal of those property of the persons that, even if they're in violation of the law, they should have the right to arrange for the removal of their property. 5 business days is really about as quick as it can be done, based on many persons' testimony within the service groups and the municipality itself. So, the number itself could be arbitrary. We could say 1 day, we could say 10 days, but we believe 5 business days is fairly liberal and is fairly generous when it comes to property that's both unsightly and potentially hazardous to the community. So I'm a bit frustrated with the temporary restraining order, because we really want our police and our service providers, as well as some nonprofit groups, who go out and try to help remove these camps from the public. And they are a nuisance. They do present a hazard to both children and adults who recreate in our parks and our public places. And again, not only are crimes being committed at the camps or in these properties, these public properties where they're being trespassed upon, but oftentimes we're finding deaths of homeless persons in these camps. We've had a large number in the last year right here in Anchorage, and then additionally there quite often these homeless persons who are camping in the public property are oftentimes preyed upon, and they become victims of crime. So for various reasons, those that I've listed and many others, I'm in support of the ordinance, and I look forward to the resolution quickly.